Hey guys, today we're looking at Reddit posts so ridiculous, they just have to be fake. Am I the a-hole for locking my soon-to-be ex-wife out of our bedroom and forcing her and her affair partner to sleep in the uncomfortable guest room? Post by Sleep Scholar 5664. My soon-to-be ex-wife cheated on me and I filed for divorce. She refused to leave the home we shared that's in my name and was in my family for 2 generations before me. I'm working on legally evicting her since the house is a premarital asset and she won't be entitled to it. But she wants the house and even moved her affair partner in. So I decided to change the lock on our bedroom door and keep it locked up tight during the day. I moved all her stuff into the guest room. This has not been fun and I hate that our kids see this. But legal eviction takes several months where we are because she has rights. Even squatters have a lot of rights technically. I tried to make her affair partner leave, but he got mail sent here, which solidifies his right to be here before I could get him out, so now I'm legally evicting them both. The guest room is very uncomfortable. It wasn't always, but my ex had ruined the mattress and part of the frame by storing heavy stuff on top of it. My ex tried to say that I couldn't lock her out of the bedroom we shared, but her lawyer told her that I was allowed, and since all her stuff was accessible to her, there was nothing she could do. She's now complaining that I'm putting their health at risk by forcing them to sleep on a bed that isn't comfortable or safe. In all honesty, I am hoping they'll eventually grow tired of it and leave willingly, but if not, then at least she's not comfortable. But this is all happening right in front of my kids, and I hate that they're so aware of everything that's going on. They have really pulled away from their mum because of everything that's going on, and they admitted that they want her and the affair partner out of the house, especially him, who they really dislike. Since this started, X has called me a lot of names. She's called me petty and nasty and said that I'm ruining her relationship with the kids. I corrected her and said she did it herself by being so stubborn. But I have had a couple friends tell me that my behaviour isn't great when our kids could watch. They said with no kids it'd be different, but it isn't good for them to see us acting like this, which I know, but I just can't get over them being here and what she did. Am I the a-hole? Nah, she brought all this on herself. She cheated, she broke the bed, she insisted on living in your house and invited her affair partner in. She is the reason your kids look at her poorly. Your friends are idiots. What do they expect you to do? Mess up your back on the bed she broke? Move out of your own house? Would it really benefit the kids to see their dad treated this way? The only one putting the kids in an awkward position is your ex, for stubbornly staying in the house despite it being yours and her being the cheater, and for having the audacity to move her affair partner in, who your kids hate for obvious reasons. I actually think this story might be real, as insane as it is. Let me know what you guys think. Am I the a-hole for bringing my own food to my mother-in-law's dinners? Post by Peachy Vixen 51. I, 29 female, have been married to my husband, 32 male, for 4 years. His mother is an amazing cook, and everyone in the family raves about her meals. There's just one problem. I have severe food allergies. I can't eat gluten or dairy without getting violently ill. I'm not talking about mild discomfort, I mean full body pain, nausea, and digestive issues that can last for days. From the beginning, I made it clear to mother-in-law that my food restrictions weren't a preference or dietary choice, they were medically necessary. She acted understanding at first, saying that she'd accommodate me, but every time she hosted a family dinner, there would be special meals made for me that always somehow ended up containing something that I couldn't eat. The first time, she made a pasta dish and proudly said it was gluten-free, but after one bite, I realised that she'd used soy sauce in the sauce, which contains wheat. When I pointed this out, she laughed and said, "Oh, it's just a little bit, that shouldn't hurt, right?" Another time, she made mashed potatoes and assured me they were dairy-free. After eating half my portion, she casually mentioned that she'd added just a little bit of butter for flavour because it's not really dairy. I spent the next day sick in bed. After that, I started bringing my own food. I made sure it was nothing extravagant, usually just a small meal for myself, something simple like salad with chicken or a rice and veggie dish. I never made a big deal about it. I just quietly played my food while everyone else ate what mother-in-law made. The first time I did this, she was furious. She said it was incredibly rude and made her feel like I didn't trust her cooking. I calmly explained that after getting sick multiple times from the meals she made, I had to be cautious. She insisted that she'd be more careful, but then at the very next dinner, she made a soup that she swore was gluten-free, only for me to later find out that she'd thickened it with flour. That was the last straw. From that point on, I refused to eat anything she made. Things escalated at the last family dinner. I brought my own food as usual, but this time, mother-in-law refused to let me eat it. She said I was being disrespectful by not even trying her food. I told her that after multiple times of getting sick from her meals, I wasn't willing to take the risk. She snapped, calling me entitled and saying that I was ruining family dinners with my pickiness. You're entitled for not wanting to get sick? I lost my temper and said my health isn't up for debate and I'm not going to apologise for taking care of myself. Then I left early. Now my husband is upset. This is where I think it may be a fake story. He understands my side, but thinks I could have just eaten beforehand to avoid the drama. Then should have been upset that he ate beforehand. There's no way to avoid drama with this woman. His family is mad at me, and my mother-in-law is acting like she's the victim. I'm starting to wonder, should I have just sucked it up and eaten before coming over instead of bringing my own food? Was I being too harsh? Yeah, OP, how dare you not let her poison you? How rude! This one screams fake to me, but what do you guys think? Are there really people this crazy out there? Am I the a-hole for leaving my own birthday dinner because my girlfriend turned it into a proposal for herself? Post by Extra Supermarket 8858. I, 28 male, had my birthday dinner last weekend and my girlfriend, Sarah, 27 female, offered to plan it. I was excited because I usually keep things low-key, but she said she wanted to make it special. She booked a nice restaurant and invited close friends and family. Everything was going great until it was time for dessert. The waiter brought out a cake, but instead of my name, it said, "Will you marry me, Sarah?" I was completely blindsided. Sarah got all teary-eyed, turned to me and said, "Well, this is the best surprise ever, right?" Why didn't it say, "Will you marry me, OP?" Everyone around us started clapping and her friends were filming. I just sat there, stunned. She took my silence as hesitation and then started going on and on about how she knew I wasn't big on grand gestures but couldn't wait anymore, so she took matters into her own hands. At that moment, I just stood up and said, "This is my birthday. If you wanted a proposal, you should talk to me about it first." I then grabbed my stuff and walked out. Sarah was mortified, and her friends blew up my phone calling me an a-hole for embarrassing her and ruining the night. She said I humiliated her when she was just trying to do something romantic. Now my family is split. Some say I should have just gone along with it for the night, while others think that she crossed a major boundary. So, am I the a-hole for leaving my own birthday dinner because my girlfriend hijacked it for a proposal? I've got nothing against gender-flip proposals, but not at someone's birthday party. That night should have just been about celebrating him. If she really wanted to propose that badly, she should have done it another night, and not in front of everyone. As she said, OP isn't into grand gestures. If this is real, she's trying to use peer pressure to get what she wants. You can't force someone to marry you. Why would you even want to? That doesn't sound very romantic. So help me out here and let me know what you guys think. Which ones are real and which ones are fake? Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.